wife's a thought. You were supposed to be a team player, but you were ball hogging. And she turns around, calls him a dumbass nigga, and drops the ring on the ground. So boom, right? I was doing research for like another video and whatever, and this name, certain name, the same name just keeps popping up. So I looked the name up now, and it's connected to, you feel me? It's connected to this anime monster, and I'm like, shit. You gotta see what it's talking about, right? So boom, it starts with this Dr. Tenma dude who just walks past a family that lost one of their loved ones right after successfully completing a surgery for an opera singer. Later on, he's at his crib sleep and he gets woken up by his shorty, Ava, cause the TV talking about his surgery, and it's the director of the hospital at a press conference. And the way the director is explaining the surgery, he talking like he did the shit. And Dr. Tenma, that nigga, thinking the same thing too. But his shorty Ava talking about, I'm pretty sure that he appreciates you because you're the reason that the hospital is getting all this clout. And by the way, the director is Ava's dad. So after another successful surgery, his coworker's telling him that,
you know the director is using you for clout, right?
So as he's leaving the hospital, that same lady pushes him against the wall, talking about, bring me my husband back. You were supposed to do surgery on him. So apparently, he was supposed to do surgery on her husband, but instead he did the opera singer because, you know, the director told him to, because it was like his order type shit and whatever. But we're not gonna skip the fact that this nigga just got manhandled. Like, she put him that nigga against the wall. Like, what the hell?
Like, I could never be in that situation because my spotty senses start tingling, my nigga, and my body just go autopilot. I might fuck around, reverse her shit.
Now he on a date with Ava, explaining to her what happened and how it was a director's call, so it can't be his fault, right?
Hell no, people's lives aren't created equal. But so after she said this, bro, Dr. Tenma, that nigga, I think that nigga felt away. Well, I ain't think he did feel away because I'm assuming he fell away because, you know, he a doctor, he saves lives and shit. But, like, that's just the evil truth, bro. Everybody's just not created equal. That's just not what it is, bro. Like, the regular run-of-the-mill ass nigga, nobody give a fuck about that nigga. But unless that same nigga can get some clout, a little bit of money, now everybody on this dick. Why you think nowadays niggas be doing anything for some clout? Like, my nigga, that's just dangerous, bro. You don't want that shit, bro.
So you drop Ava off, and the director's like, come in for some tea. So this is where you find out that Ava and Dr. Tenma, them niggas is finna get married. And the director, that nigga don't really care about saving lives for real. Like, it's just not one of his top priorities type shit. That same night, 12 arrived at a crib after several gunshots was heard, and the husband and the wife was found dead, son severely injured, and the daughter seems to be in traumatic shock. And Dr. Tenma, that nigga was sleeping good, but he get an emergency call. He rushes to the hospital, and he sees his severely injured patient that he has to operate on, and his twin sister that's still in traumatic shock, barely can talk. Your wife's a thought. Dr. Tenma's getting ready to start the operation on the little boy, but it gets interrupted. So the mayor collapsed, and now the director want Dr. Tenma to operate on him. But like, I ain't gonna lie though, Dr. Tenma, my nigga, I know you went to school for all these years, my nigga, all, like hella years, you know what I'm saying, to get this title. But I'm not saying Dr. Tenma every time, bro. I'm calling you Tenma for now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So basically, he ain't even trying to, you feel me, like, operate on the mayor for real, because one, the child came in first, and two, it's like a complex surgery, you feel me? But, you know, it's director's order. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta save the mayor. This nigga gonna be paying racks. I'm telling you, bruh, money, that shit moves people, bruh. But Tenma, that nigga's contemplating rather to save the mayor or save the little boy. And I say, my nigga, you the best surgeon in this bitch, my nigga. Let them nuts hang. They not finna fire you. Save whoever the fuck you think is right. He starts walking towards the mayor's room. Then he starts thinking about the lady from before. And he's like,
nah, I'ma do my own thing.
So he ends up saving the little boy instead, which results into, you know what I'm saying, the mayor dying. But not like they didn't have surgeons, they just fucking failed. But they talking about, you were supposed to be a team player, but you were ball hogging. So later on, there's a little ceremony. I don't know if it's for not saving the mayor or just to shit on Tenma. But during the ceremony, they call for the head of the neurosurgery, which is supposed to be Tenma, but they done de-ranked my nigga. And the director hit him with one of these. And the doctor that failed to save the mayor is now head of neurosurgery. Then he leaves the ceremony. But really, this nigga should have been left because this nigga was chilling in the corner, not mingling with anybody. Like, they don't know I'm the best healer. Like, I honestly never understood niggas that do this shit at parties. Cause like, my nigga, go the fuck home. So as he's leaving, he sees his fiance pulling up. And he tells her, talk to your dad, he's tweaking out. And she turns around, calls him a dumbass nigga, and drops the ring on the ground. When I seen this, bro, I couldn't even crash for bro. Like, I deadass laughed. Cause it's like, it's not even funny. It's just the fact that these hoes will literally leave you right when you need them most, bro. And she enters the ceremony with another nigga.
Like, they'll really leave your ass, and 17 milliseconds later, they already got a new nigga. Like, they really be having subs ready to check in when you fuck up, bro. And that wasn't really even a fuck up for real. You just did what you thought was right. You, in your pockets, dealt with the consequences, because I'm pretty sure you're probably getting paid less now or some shit. and your fiance was a gold digger. She was only there for the money. So really, I say this is a fucking what's the shit? Something in disguise, blessing in disguise.
So a little bit later, the feds pull up to question the twin sister, but she's still in shock and not talking. He suggests maybe if she saw her brother, it might jog some memory. But Dr. Tenma, he's their doctor and he's not going for it. So the director and his henchmen are talking in that little boy's room about how they can improve their PR if they took a picture and post the twins together. Since the people been giving the twins hella gifts, they think this picture gonna, like, you feel me, boost up their PR, cause you know that mayor, you know, feel me, that shit probably dropped they shit. And now they trying to bring it up a little bit, even though Dr. Tenma say that they shouldn't even see each other. But he does that, and Tenma comes down running and sees the twin sister passed out and looks up like, we trying to farm some good PR for the director. That same night, Ava comes home to her father, dead as hell. And the two doctors are also dead after being found by a nurse.
I ain't gonna lie, I already know who did it. It had to be the twins, my nigga, cause that one day when he got deranked, he was in the room talking about the director and the doctors, whatever, that they shouldn't, those top niggas shouldn't be alive, you feel me? Or should not live, whatever the fuck he said. But the only question is how. Because the nigga was subconscious, he probably heard it, and the twin sisters are like telepathically, you feel me, connected or some shit, and she did the killing. I don't know how the fuck they did it, but.
And now, shit's just happened and Tenma finds out that these niggas is dead, and the hospital is hella busy, and it don't make it no better that they lost two doctors. And the feds is trying to investigate, asking if anybody had a grudge against them. Quite frankly, you're actually talking to the only nigga that does. Then the nurse comes out and says the twins are gone. You see, it's the twins, bro. How them niggas gonna dip right after, you know what I'm saying, committed a murder? It has to be them. Now, a funeral for the director is happening, and Ava's bawling her eyes out as she should. I ain't gonna say that the director deserves to meet the woo, but you feel me? Karma works in mysterious ways, my nigga. Maybe if she wasn't being a thought, shit would have played out differently. So after the funeral, a detective pulls up to ask Tenma some questions. The detective probably think he did it because obviously he's probably the only suspect, damn near. But he pulled up to tell him that they died from some candy. And I ain't gonna lie, the candy, I don't know if it's the same candy them niggas stole from the room.
It can't be the same candy, right? If it's from that certain bag, my nigga, you telling me the twins planted that shit and knew they was gonna eat it? It can't be like that. It has to be some other way. You feel me? Like, it don't make sense, right? I don't know. How would he know that to eat the candy? Like, there's just no way he just planted that shit and know they was gonna eat that. It doesn't make sense. If it is, that nigga on some time and he on some, you feel me? I don't know what kind of time that nigga on. If that's how it played out, cause how the fuck would you know that? Like, the chances of them actually eating the candy is so slim, bro.
So the higher ups call Tenma for a meeting, and they name him the chief of surgery. And now he's having a meeting with Ava, and she trying to spin on him, but he's like, I'm good, love.
I ain't gonna cap Tenma. Good shit, bro. Like, leave this bitch, bro. Cause, like, to be honest, I don't even know why you agreed to even meet with this hoe. Cause, like, my nigga, you feel me? Like, she just did you so dirty, gang. Like, I understand if she was like some fine shit, you feel me? Some black shit, some thick shit. But I ain't gonna lie, me in that position, I know that life insurance of the director had to hit, my nigga. I'm running up that tab, getting all the fine steaks, eating good, and then fucking hit her with one of these.
So 9 years later, just goddamn, my nigga, time jump of death. But two dead bodies of a couple was found, and the detective is saying it must be connected to the other couple that was murdered, and the inspector saying that he only had one suspect, which is like a locksmith dude, nigga that could pick locks, a pick locker, whatever you call them niggas. And that same night, that said suspect is seen running from something, which led to him getting hit by a car. So he's in really bad condition, and the detective is really trying to question him. So they suggest they get Tenma from the other hospital to operate on him. And he works his magic and completes another successful surgery. And bro is saying,
you do realize that light-skinned hoe was a hoe, right?
I ain't gonna lie, nigga, that's all I've seen for real. But like, I did not realize the thumbnail. This nigga got a fucking sniper, my nigga. Yo, what? The 3 episodes I've seen, I have not seen anything like, why is this nigga, he has no episodes where he should be holding a sniper game. But, yes sir, you feel me? That's about it. I really hate ending these shits. I like ending that shit just, you feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, all that good shit, comment, everything. You hate it, I guess dislike, or, you know what I'm saying, type, make better videos or some shit, I don't know. Do whatever the fuck you want, you feel me? And I just thought that shit's gonna just end by itself. What the fuck?